It's all been building up to this. We've done the Liberty Falls, Terminus, and Tomb Cowabunga cranked Easter eggs. We even went back and did the Liberty Falls Cowabunga cranked Easter egg again with the new D13 sector, which was a lot of fun. But now, finally today, we're gonna be once again attempting the CITADELLE Cowabunga cranked Easter egg. Here we are, once again, the spawn room of CITADELLE, and Let's just hope that I don't die to some nonsense in the boss fight. By nonsense, I mean the crank timer running out like last time. But we got the strategies down. I've attempted this a couple of times off camera, and I've had a few successful attempts. Now, I see that packet burst in the left side of the screen. He better go away, boy. Ooh, I tell you what. Okay, so the Rat King Easter egg, if it'll work, is going to be part of my strategy. Obviously, you're not guaranteed anything from that. It's all RNG, so let's just pray that RNG is in Grotesque's favor today. Hopefully. There was something else that I was going to say. Oh, yeah, so I had a question for you folks, and it's weird, because when I make content, I feel like my more hyper-edited videos are more entertaining. I don't know, there's just something about when I'm watching them, I just feel like they're more... I don't know what the word is. I just get more of those satisfactory chemicals in my brain when I watch those videos. I just feel more entertained. But for some reason lately, it seems like, again, obviously views aren't necessarily the end-all be-all when it comes to whether or not somebody enjoys a video or not. But it seems like these videos have been performing, like, literally when I look at my analytics, and you guys know me. Not an analytics guy, don't care about numbers. I also want to create the content that my audience wants to see. These more chill, laid-back, less edited videos have been doing literally hundreds of % better than my typical videos. So I just, like, again, I never really ask for, like, comments or this, that, or the other. Not a numbers guy. But again, I want to make the content that people enjoy most from me. So while I'm not saying that every single video would be like this going forward, and I'm still going to make my typical kind of content, would you guys enjoy more videos like this that I've been making? Because these videos have been doing exceptionally well compared to my usual content on a regular basis. Again, my other content's been doing just fine, because, you know, numbers are numbers. I don't care. But if this is the kind of stuff that you guys like, just let me know. You know, I've always kind of had a thing for this type of content too. The stuff that I've been doing lately with these Easter eggs, just because the early days of YouTube was basically just this kind of stuff, right? Like Let's Plays and stuff like that. And while this isn't technically like a Let's Play, it's still in that same format, where it's just like a chill time, me, you, hanging out, chilling, talking, playing a game, having a good time. So I've always just kind of had a thing for that kind of content anyway. And there is actually more of that kind of content that can be found on my second channel or fourth channel, whatever channel. I have a lot of channels now. Grotesque Plus, I did an entire series that I then turned into a compilation of Resident Evil 3 Remake. And it was in the same vein of these Easter egg videos that I've been doing. So, you know, if you do enjoy that kind of content from me, there's that over there, and I do plan to... I actually have another thing in the works that I'm going to be posting up over there. I just haven't... You know, it's been a little bit since I've uploaded over there, but considering that we just cleared out an entire series, I wanted to give people time to catch up on that. And then, yeah, I have some other stuff in the works that I'm going to be doing over there. I don't have a set schedule on that channel like I do on my other 3 channels. That one's just more or less like, hey, it's grotesque, but it's more of it. When I got some stuff to throw over there, I'll do that. Did I hit the rat at the bottom of the staircase? Or not the bottom of the staircase, but in that little hole? I guess I'm about to find out. It's actually pretty funny when you have the Rat King, but you're playing as Splinter. It feels that much more fitting. You're then actually the Rat King. Or more like the Rat Sensei. Sensei Splinter. Alright, we're gonna grab Jug, of course. Gotta get the Jugs. I was about to make a terrible joke right off the rip. It's too early in the video for all that, man. I gotta keep my degeneracy on the low. At least for a little bit. Alright. Go away, rat. There we go. It's another one. Nothing else over here. Alright. Oh no, I don't have enough to go in there yet. I don't have enough to do a lot of things yet. Ooh, Molotov. Definitely gonna need that. Alright, dude, my monitor is like so dark right now. Ooh. I don't know if it's just the monitor or the game. Everything just feels so dark. I'm also getting toasty. I gotta take my jacket off then. 8? Get away! 8? Oh wait, let me scare off this rat. Go away, rat! Flee! Okay, so the first one was what? 8? 8. Where's the piece of paper? 8-4. 8-4. 8-4 what? 8-4 lash. 8-4 lash. I'll remember that. 8-4 lash O. So 8-4 lash. O will be less. 8-4 lash. 8-4 lash. 8-4 lash. I'm gonna say that for the next 30 minutes until we get to that part. 8-4 lash. Waiting for the turtle power to go away so I can just shoot. Yes. Taste the bullets of the well, what's this called again? The Bad Beat Black Cell Creek Sea. I love this blueprint, man. In multiplayer, it just turns people into piles of like molten goo.
Let's break some foot.
Not to mention the tracers. It's so rad. All right. No, not you. Go. Oh, well, I will break you. Yeah. Okay, go away. Go away, rat. Flee. Oh man, I need 2K. Why are these doors so expensive? Calm down. Good grief. No more greedy than my ex. Open sesame. My aim was so terrible right there, but it's only round 4, so mega damage. All right. Am I still in frame? Okay. I was having some troubles getting the tripod to work with me, so I was making sure we're all good there. Gotta make sure you guys can see this ugly ass face. Oh gosh, what was the thing? A4 lash O. A4 lash. A4 lash. Right? Yeah, that's what it was. A4 lash. I'm out of ammo. That's not very cool, man. Hold up. Hold up. Okay. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. That's right. We still have a few more things to do for the Rat King thing. So before I pack punch, we're gonna activate the Rat King thing because sometimes it can give you a what's called, I guess, would be a refined Ethereum crystal. The one that gives you second pack, because yeah, it gives like Ethereum, or no, yeah, raw Ethereum, refined, and then flawless. Yeah, there's another rat in here. Go away, rat! Even if it only gives me like an epic ether tool or something, that'd be pretty cool too. Then I could just, yeah, I think I'd be able to get enough salvage in order to get my weapon legendary rarity before the boss fight, so that'd be pretty cool. How much? Do we have enough? Yes, for once I have enough. I'm not broke. Dive over here. Rat? Don't make me say it. Okay. That one already knew. He was like, nope, you don't gotta scream in my ear. I'll just go. Alright. Salvage. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The rats got the message. They will not be messing with us again. Alright, so now let's go activate this egg. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we get at least some way to upgrade our weapon. If we don't, I'll be a little sad. Hello, rats. I step on the red. Ow! What did we get? Refined Ethereum! Yes, sir! Ooh, stamina up. Ooh, I didn't even want any of this garbage, man. Just give me the crown. That's just what I want. There we go. Michelangelo. Like I said, if I was playing a Splinter, it would be even better, but... Man, this is pretty gnarly. I love the crown, man. It's pretty cool, too. For those that don't know, the crown actually, like, if you use a mutant injection, for example, it'll still be there, which is really cool. But yeah, we're pretty set in terms of weapon upgrades for a little while now. So, I guess we'll get started on the little floor thing. I wish they had the feature from Cold War where you can change your blueprints mid-game. Because all you had to do was click pause, switch the blueprints, it's all good. But no, in this game you can't do that. Or even if they made it so that if you pick up like ground loot or get it from like a vault or something like that, you know, if it would just be like your blueprint by default, that would be pretty cool. But no, we're not allowed to be happy. I'm just kidding, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, kind of. It'd be cool, you know, because like by default, some of the blueprints are kind of just or not even necessarily the blueprints, but just like the weapon attachments they have on by default. We do not have enough zombies for that trap yet, so I'm just gonna wait till the round flips. There we go. Round 6. Which is a vermin round. Beautiful. Not really.
Fetch me their shell.
Fetch me their shells. I've heard that so many times. Alright. So, 8. I try to do at least 3 of these before I get rolling. Before I get rolling. Move in, I move out. Hands up, the hands down. Keep rolling. Limp Biscuit, baby. Ooh, I want the salvage, but not the turtle power. Turtle power! Sorry, just making sure I'm still good. So, because, like, sometimes my main concern is, like, the top of my head. Because, like, sometimes I'm good. But then other times it, like, started, like, I can't even tell right now. It's turned a little since I started. Like, I had it normal, but the tripod just sort of, like, slowly turns and then slowly drops or goes the other way. So that's, I gotta look at it and make sure, like, I'm good at least. Like, at least you guys can, like, see me, but it's annoying me now, because it turned, and I can't start messing with it, because if I start messing with it, it'll never be perfect enough. Oh, man. I was looking for 4, okay. Oh, goodness. Where was 4? Wasn't it literally just out here? Was I not just staring at it? Here's some other, I gotta run back inside there and grab some. Okay, yeah, 4. This is the next one. I activate you. And then I shoot zombie. Come on. There we go. Party rock is in the house tonight. Dude, okay, here's the thing. If you are a young boy and you do not yet have facial hair, consider yourself lucky. Okay. I don't shave very often, right? On my face. Perverts. I don't shave very often. In fact, the last time I shaved, I was probably like 12. Probably. And yeah, so I don't have a lot of facial hair because the more you shave it, the more it grows. So I just haven't shaved it, so it doesn't grow as much. But it's been starting to grow regardless anyway. So I have these little hairs on because my father, he used to have like a goatee, so I kind of just have it in my genetics to be able to kind of like grow that out, and it's like starting to happen. The older I get, it's just been slowly coming in more and more. I've always had a bit of a mustache. I've had that since I was like 12. But the goatee, man, it's like it's starting to come in, and I hate it because there's these little hairs that are growing in like right around here past the mustache point. And it's like there's this one hair that keeps like trying to get in my mouth, and it's like tickling my lip. It's disgusting. Should I shave it? Yeah. Do I have a razor? No. I have... I'm about to expose this. I have one razor. You wanna know what that razor does? It's capable of trimming nose hair and ear hair. But I don't use it for those purposes because my ear hair doesn't grow like that. Nor does my nose hair really grow like that. So I don't even know why I have it because I never really use it. I mean, there was one time in like middle school where my nose hair got a little gnarly, not gonna lie, but it's usually not that bad nowadays, so. Alright, what was I even doing? Did we do 4? Yeah, we did 4. So now I just need, ooh, that's what I was trying to do. Yeah, we gotta do some of these things. Oh no, I got turtle power. I hate turtle power right now. Like, it's a good drop, normally, but you get less money. I just want the critical kills. Like, we lost out on so much money right there because of that. But you got to do what you got to do. So now we are going to keep moving along. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come out here. Oh yeah, I feel like I can breathe a lot easier without that jacket.
Time to bounce.
Let's make me a little toasty. A little more toasty than I like. Come on. There we go. That's one. Fun fact, y'all, back in September... Ooh, hold on. Yeah! Back in September, I started learning Nihongo, aka Japanese. And I've been learning it off and on since then. However, since Black Ops 6 released, I haven't been able to really study as much. It's been like almost 5 months, like over 4 months since BO6 released, which that in itself is insane. We're almost halfway to the next COD. And I've just been spending every day on this game, not complaining. Love this game to death. I've been happy to spend every day on it, but I haven't gotten to study as much. So now I've kind of started studying again, you know, intermittently between like Warzone matches as I'm grinding Abyss camo and the 100% calling card and such. You know, I'll just like sit there and pull it up. If my game breaks right now. Okay. Y'all saw the warnings on the... Bro, I was about to... I was gonna scream, like, flat out. If my game would have broke right there, y'all would have heard me scream. Anyway. Yeah, in between, like, Warzone matches and just, like, you know, like, before bed or when I first wake up in the morning before I get on COD, I've started just, you know, using the Anki Droid app again, just kind of study some vocabulary. I also reinstalled the app called Hello Talk because it's a really good app to just kind of chat with Japanese people. And while you guys know me, I'm very antisocial, don't really have a desire to speak with people. First things first, for some reason, it's just different when I'm speaking to Japanese people. I actually enjoy speaking to Japanese and Asian people. Maybe I just don't like talking with Americans, which kind of makes sense. Most of them are brain rotted. Now that I think of it, because it's weird. When I say that I'm antisocial and I don't like talking to people, it just seems that it's only very particular. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, I like, on one hand, no matter who the person is, even if it's somebody that I love, like somebody in my family, I still just prefer to be alone. That being said, I despise interaction a lot less than I normally do when I'm talking to somebody that isn't a freaking moron. Like, when I'm talking to you guys in the comment section that aren't brain-rotted 11-year-olds, I enjoy talking to you guys. The brain-rotted 11-year-olds, not so much. Not gonna lie. Anyway, I'm not saying all 11-year-olds are brain-rotted. I'm just saying the ones that are specifically brain-rotted are, you know... But, you know, there's, you know, the usuals down in the comment section that I always look forward to hearing from that aren't brain-rotted children. And I have a lot of fun talking to them. And same thing with, like, some folks in my family are just talking to, like, Asian people in general. I don't know what it is. I'm something about Asian people. Maybe it's because I'm also Asian. But they also just tend to be more friendly and not stupid, so there's that. So, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, it's been fun on there. I've made a couple of friends. I guess I should be, I mean... I'm trying to, like, it's one of those things where, you know, it's not necessarily last name, so I guess I could say it, right? Like the one guy's name, his name is Ichi. He's pretty cool. I met him back in, when I first had the app. I had to delete it for a little bit because my phone had, like, no storage. But I just reinstalled the app, got my old account, and unfortunately, one of my friends that I used to talk to, she ended up deleting her account, which was sad, because we were, like, helping each other learn, you know, each other's languages. I was helping her with English, she was helping me with Japanese, and... that's also, like, the main part of the app. That's really all it is, right? Like, it isn't just to talk to Asian people. It's actually for, like, any language, really, from what I know. But I use it to talk to Japanese people, and then, likewise, basically how it works is, in the search feature, they set up their thing so that they're looking for people that speak English so they can learn, and then I'm looking for people that can speak Japanese so I can learn. So it's like a mutually beneficial thing. Sometimes I'll talk in Japanese, or, you know, sometimes I'll talk in Japanese and type in Japanese because I have a Japanese keyboard for hiragana and katakana on my phone. I still don't know kanji, so that's off the table. My texts just end up looking very long because kanji is a good way to sort of compress words. Otherwise, like, one kanji could be equivalent to, like, 5-6 different hiragana, or, you know, so, but yeah, my texts end up looking very long as a result of that. Anyway, what was I doing? Okay, so we did the first two rituals. I can't do the other two yet, and now we're just waiting for the thing, right? Yeah, we're just waiting for the bucket head. Okay, wait for the bucket head. That's all we gotta do. I think. Did I grab the bone? I did grab the bone. Okay. Oh, hello. But what was I gonna say before? Yeah, sometimes, yeah, I have the hiragana, katakana keyboards on my phone, and yeah, so sometimes I'll talk in Japanese or type in Japanese, just then I can kind of verify, like, okay, am I saying these things right? Like, for example, when I first meet somebody, I usually just test, like, the basic introduction just to make sure I'm doing it, like watashi wa Nissan desu, dozo yoroshiku, which is basically just like, hey, my name's Nathan. Please be nice to me. And I know that kind of sounds weird in English to say please be nice to me, but that's kind of just part of, like, the greetings there, but even then, that in itself can be a bit formal. So sometimes if you're in, like, a really casual setting and it's, like, whatever, you can just kind of say, like, watashi wa Nissan desu, or I could say, like, or boku, yeah, like, boku wa Nissan desu, or Nissan desu. I'm still trying to learn some of the markers, too, because you have, like, different markers. You could say... wait, hold on. I'm just trying to think real quick. Did I? Yeah, so I grabbed the sword, grabbed the bone. Okay, sorry. Brain's doing its thing right now. But you could say, like, boku ga baka da. Which would be like, I'm an idiot. Boku ga baka da. Which you could also say, I guess, like, watashi ga baka da. Yeah. Watashi ga baka da, because then there's like two different ways you can mark the topic or subject of a sentence, which are not necessarily interchangeable, but you could say, like, you know, like, watashi wa, which the wa is the marker. You know, there's different markers. There's it's sort of like punctuation in English, but a little, no, actually, no, it's nothing like punctuation. Sorry, that was stupid. But it's sort of just like marks what's coming next. So you say like watashi wa, and wa would mean that something's coming up, right? Like the next thing that somebody's about to say after wa is relevant to whatever was said before. Whereas if you say ga, it marks something as a subject. So if I say like boku ga, like I said before, boku is just the masculine version of saying I. So you have watashi, which is neutral for any gender, male or female or, you know, whatever else. Watashi is just like, you know, neutral, and then boku would be for a male. I forget what the feminine one is. Yeah, so you have that, and then what was I going to say before? But if you say, like, ga after that, for example, like, watashi ga or boku ga, so rather than saying wa, or again, wa kind of marks, like, okay, whatever is about to be said ties into what was said before, ga kind of means the same thing, but it more puts the emphasis on I. So rather than, because if you say wa, so, for example, boku wa baka da, that just more means, like, as for me, I'm an idiot. But if I say boku ga baka da, that's like, I am an idiot. You know, like, emphasis on the I. I am an idiot. So, there you go. Just roasted myself. Just roasted myself for the sake of teaching some Japanese. And then it's pretty simple to ask where something is. This was one of the first things that I learned when I was still kind of dabbling with the idea of maybe visiting Japan at some point. What doko desu ka? So you say, like, McDonald's, what doko desu ka? That just means, where's McDonald's? Because they're... some of the ways that their sentences are structured are also a little bit different from English. I'm just going to go ahead and go pack 3. Why not? Let's be overpowered. So, for example, rather than saying I eat apple, over there would be like I apple eat. I'm trying... what the heck was the word for eat? It's been a minute. Tabemasu? Tabemashita? No. See, again, it's been a couple months since I've gotten to study, like, some of the specific words. Like, I'm trying to remember some of them. I think... what was it? Kaimas is to buy something. And then, but there's different ways to say words. Like, for example, if you say, I think iku is to go somewhere, but then, like, ikimasu would be the verb of going somewhere. But I forget if it was ikimasu that I'm thinking of, or if it was a different word. But you kind of get what I'm trying to say. But anyway, yeah, there was, like, the whole I eat apple. That's how you say it in English, but then in Japanese, be like, I apple eats. You say, watashi wa ringo o tabemasu. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, because tabemono is food, and then tabemasu would be eat. The verb of eating. Because then there's taberu. Taberu, yeah, that's right. Taberu is eat, and then tabemasu would be eat. And then I think tabemashita would either be don't eat, or would be the past tense of eat. It's one of those. I have a lot of learning to do. Then there's Ohayo, which is good morning. Hi, which means yes. Which that was actually kind of like a cool thing, because I was teaching the one person that I met last night. Oh yeah, that's what I forgot to say. I met another person last night, because I just texted Ichi. Still waiting to hear from Ichi. I hope my boy's doing okay, man. Me and him talked a lot when I first got the app, man. He was like one of my one of my Japanese best friends. So I hope he's doing all right, man. I hope I can hear from him soon. It says his account's still active, so hopefully I hear from him soon. But then I met another person last night. Her name is Memaru. And I was teaching her, like, some of the basics in English, because she knows, like, no English right now. Which is fine, because I know, like, basically, not no Japanese, but not as much as I'd like to. So, you know, it's learning experience both ways. But it was cool, because I was able to be like, you know, hi. Like, you know, to say, like, yes in Japanese. And I was like, literally just say that, but with more emphasis on the I. And that's how you greet somebody in English. Hi. So, you know, that was, like, a cool thing. It's fun teaching people stuff, and likewise, it's fun learning stuff. That's the problem with American school. Yeah, why don't we start a whole nother tangent now? American school is freaking garbage, bro. They teach you this stuff that you don't care about, expect you to care about it, and expect you to pass. It's been scientifically proven that if you don't give a singular flying... Am I gonna say what I'm about to say? No. We'll chill. We'll chill with the language. If you don't give a singular flying crap about what is being taught to you, you're not going to retain any of it. You might retain some of it because of how much you hate it, but you're not going to retain it long term, nor will you retain what's important. Let me ask you something. For those of you that graduated high school, because I didn't, how much did you retain? How about math class? Did you retain any of that? History class, maybe. Maybe you retained some of that. English, maybe. But math? Science? Chemistry? Any of it? Probably not. You wanna know why? Because it's useless. You do not need to know it to live your life. I dropped out of high school after sophomore year. Well, here's the thing. I completed freshman and sophomore year, and then junior year I technically completed, but not really. Thank you, Google, for getting me through that year. That's what I'm gonna say, right? Because that was during the time after I moved and I was homeschooled, or not necessarily homeschooled, but I was doing online schooling. So at that point, since it was online, I could just, you know, Google it because I was at home. And yeah, so I technically completed junior year, but I didn't learn anything that year because I literally just Googled everything. And then senior year, no, I didn't do any school at all. That was just that was it. So, you know. You know, I don't say any of this stuff to brag, because it's not cool to drop out of school. Like, if you're in school, just stay in school. They put so much importance on that stupid little piece of paper that if you don't do it, you could potentially be jeopardizing yourself. But at the same time, I also don't think school is necessarily mandatory nowadays, because there is so many different ways to make money nowadays and sustain yourself financially that you don't need school at all. I mean, I'm a walking example of that, right? Like, I don't really, even though on my record it says I completed junior year, I don't really have any learning knowledge after sophomore year. And yet, you want to know something about me? I have multiple sources of income. I'm probably smarter, not to, you know, boost myself up or humble brag or whatever, because, you know, if you guys have listened to me talk before, you know how little I actually think of myself. Well, it's not that I think little of myself, it's just that I underestimate or understate my accomplishments sometimes, or the things that I do, I guess, to a certain extent. I love myself. That's one thing I can say. I love myself. I'm happy with myself. Which I feel like, you know, there's nothing to be ashamed about in that. I feel like everybody should love themselves and be happy with themselves, because if you can't love yourself or be happy with yourself, you're never gonna properly love somebody else or properly be able to make anybody else happy, or, you know, just experience true happiness if you're not happy with yourself as a human being. Because if you're dissatisfied with yourself as a human being, you're fundamentally dissatisfied with life, period. Let's be real. So, that's it. That random tangent. You know, what was I saying? You know, I don't want to say that I'm actually smarter than other people in terms of sheer IQ, but in terms of my abilities, I can do so many things. Now, again, part of this is due to my ADHD and my OCD, because my OCD makes me hyperfixate on current things that I'm obsessed with, whereas my ADHD has me constantly flipping around, just wanting to try random different new things. So, you know, I'm not the best artist in the world, but I can draw and color and do all that stuff pretty well. I can do it both physically and digitally, which, you know, that's... you know, I'm, again, not the best in the world, but if you give me a picture as, like, a reference, or if you have something that you want me to draw, I have a very vivid imagination, so I can definitely make it come to life. I don't know what I just did right there. I was trying to hit the doohickey to finish off this step, but it wasn't letting me. Come on. I have this YouTube channel, obviously, well, multiple YouTube channels, so that means I can record and edit videos, and I know how to do all that. All this jib-jab, right? Whether it's setting it up. I'm also just a huge tech nerd when it comes to building computers. Obviously, I'm a huge gamer, so I just love video games, and I happen to think that I'm, yeah, at least pretty good at them. You'd hope so, considering I've been playing them for over 20 years. What else? I run multiple businesses online, so in that sense, I guess I'm sort of an entrepreneur. When it comes to, like, selling goods and sort of, like, you know, it's not necessarily, like, retail stuff, obviously, but, you know, like, selling goods online, so you got that. What, maybe game development. I can code, script, animate, make the assets, which is some sort of form of technical things. I don't even know what the proper term for that would be. Digital, well, I guess that just ties back into art, right? Because designing that stuff is literally just art. What else? There's... making music, yeah, see, I literally forgot about that. You know, I know, like, music theory and stuff, so I can, like, make and record music, produce music, this, that, and the other. So, I mean, there's other stuff, too, obviously. I'm somewhat decent at cooking, even though I hate doing it. I had a stint where I learned how to cook, so I can cook. I can cook pretty good. I can make some good tasting food. I just don't like to. I joked before that I can't cook, but I won't lie, I actually do kind of know how to cook. I mean, sometimes, like, I'm not always the best at coming up with original recipes, but for the original recipes that I have come up with, or say if I'm making food, I know whether or not I need to change certain parts of a recipe that I'm following to make it taste better, or at least to fit the taste that I'm looking for, or how to maybe enhance certain recipes, or again, just kind of make something from scratch and not necessarily need to follow a recipe to a T and still have it come out tasting good. So, like, you know, I've joked before, like, man, I screw up a piece of toast. But while there's truth to that, not gonna lie, I'm not the worst at cooking. So, whatever that's worth. What was I even doing? Oh, that's right, I was grabbing a stamp. I was like, why am I even coming back out here? But I remembered as soon as I got out there. Sorry, had a little bit of gas in my chest. I feel like I say that in every one of these videos, but it happens. I don't know why. I think I swallow air because I talk so much. That has to be it, right? What was I doing? Oh, yeah, I was grabbing you, right? No, I was not grabbing you. No, I am grabbing you. Oh, that sounds terrible. That sounds terrible. We're actually almost done with the Easter egg, aren't we? I just realized that. Yeah, we're getting there. We just did the... Why? Okay, this is gonna sound like such a stupid complaint. You guys see in the menu, every time that I'm in the main menu, my black cell tag shows up. And while I don't think it's just the black cell tag, I don't care. My name in the bottom left, you'll see it when we land again. The black cell tag isn't there. Even though in the main menu, you see it all the time. It's not a big deal, but it's like, man, if I pay for the black cell tag, I want the tag there. It's not a big deal. It's just a little tag next to my name. I don't care, but... I mean, like, I do kind of care because I paid for it, but still. Where's my tag, man? Keeps doing that. Oh, well. Thank you. But yeah, going back to what I was saying before, you don't need school. There's so many ways to make money online. I've also dabbled in a bit of investing in crypto shenanigans from time to time. Not a huge proponent of crypto. Don't understand it. I understand stock markets and such better than I do crypto, ironically enough, when I would say that stocks are actually more complicated and less, what's the word? You get less out of it, right, financially. Like, I feel like you make less off of stocks than you would off of crypto, depending on the circumstances and the time in the market. So, you know, like, I got knowledge of that stuff. So again, it really, like, you don't really need school. It just depends on what you're willing to learn. And just in case anybody's concerned, no, I'm not one of those, like, crypto or stock gurus or whatever. I don't even understand the stuff. I'll just dabble in it, because, I mean, like, I'm a human being. I get curious. I'm like, hey, I've seen Wolf of Wall Street. That movie was freaking gnarly. I want to see what it's like IRL. So then I checked it out, and I was like, and if anybody's curious, no, I don't dabble in the stuff anymore, if that tells you how it went. I tried it once, and I was just like, yeah, you know what? I don't understand this stuff enough, nor do I trust myself to, like, not... You know, like, I don't think that I'm not necessarily not smart enough, but I don't think I'm dedicated enough to, like, stick with this and actually make anything off of it, or actually, like, have this be a thing long term. So I'm just gonna move on. Which one is it? It's one of these. I know the symbols. I just don't always. Maybe I don't know the symbols. Huh? Haven't I tried like every one at this point? Maybe it's the other one. Is this the one that looks like the 69? Hold on, I need to kill some zombies. It's one of these symbols. That's all I know. It's one of these weird ones. I know some of the other ones really well. Like the one that looks like a shoe goes on the one that looks like a bench press. It's probably not a comparison that anybody's ever heard before. I don't know. I have a very vivid imagination, as I alluded to before. I just kind of come up with random comparisons. That's actually how I learned the entirety of hiragana and katakana in one day. I just made comparisons, which are also called mnemonics, which is like imagery for something in my mind of what each thing looked like to me. And that was it. Okay, so which one of these? It has to be this one that looks like a noodle. It's definitely this one, the one that looks like a noodle. Okay, it's not that one. The one that points down then. Okay, the one that points up. If it's not this one, oh hell. Maybe it's the one that looks like an M. Okay. Maybe it's the one that looks like an M pointing down. Maybe it's the one that looks like an M pointing up. Maybe it's the one that looks like an M pointing down with the Illuminati line going through it. Okay, it's not any of those. I'm having trouble here. I thought I knew this one. I really thought I did. I kind of want to brute force this. Is it this? No, it can't be. No, oh, no, that's right. 2 goes to 2. Duh. That was my saying in my head. 2 goes to 2. There it is. Yeah. See, I told you I knew these. I have dumb sayings. It may not always come to my mind immediately, but no. Okay, I remembered it. Yeah, 2 goes to 2, because it looks like 2 nuts. It looks like 2 nuts, so 2 goes to 2. The one that looks like a 2. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. Alright. Now we gotta get the orb to the orb. Go in. There we go. There's one. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Looks like you're getting off early.
What was I saying before that? I don't even remember at this point. Something about money. Oh yeah. But yeah, I kind of got to a point with all that stocks crypto nonsense where I tried it once and I was like, you know what? I'd rather just work for my money. I'd rather just work for my money. So then I resorted back to the old things of managing my online businesses, doing this YouTube channel, just living life, doing my thing. And I just feel like there's too much volatility and risk in the stock market. I feel like if I'm going to work for my money, I don't want my money to be a gamble. I want my money to be a surefire, I put in work, I get my money. Not necessarily time, because I believe that 9 to 5s are scams. You shouldn't be paid for the time that you work. You should be paid for the quality of your work, because rotten teenagers that do nothing during the 8 hours that they work are paid the same wage as hardworking employees that work double their wage in terms of the quality of the work. So I think 9 to 5s are a scam. I don't think you should be paid for the time of your work. I feel like you should be paid for partly the quantity and also the quality of your work. So that's why I feel like truly the future of just money in general, at least for this generation, is probably going to be stuff in the line of like art. You know, stuff that's like not necessarily all art, because obviously art doesn't drive the world, but stuff that is passion-based, right? Like whether it comes to digital currencies or digital finance, you know, because part of that comes from a passion that then leads into money-making potential or other things. Like, I mean, in a sense, I guess that can really be said for any job ever, right? Like construction, there's a lot of people that are just genuinely passionate about construction, so then that leads them to it. But I feel like there's going to be more career opportunities, and we're already seeing it in the future for people that are just passionate about the things that they want to do and therefore have a career path open up to them because of just how things are evolving, which I think is awesome. More people should be able to do what they want to do and live a happy life just being happy and doing what they want. I'm not necessarily saying everybody should be able to just play video games all day, do absolutely nothing, not take care of themselves or their family, and be paid for it and be happy. But if you're doing something alongside that to justify, like, having a YouTube channel, streaming, providing substance or value to somebody else, that's the main thing, you know? That's kind of how jobs have always been. Your job is to provide value for somebody else in a specific field, and that's how you make money. And again, just with the way things are evolving, I feel like there's more opening up for that in the future, which is pretty cool. And therefore, a lot of the things that are taught in schools nowadays are just becoming more and more irrelevant, and I don't think there's going to be a future where, like, I guess it's possible that in the future the school system stays the same, but I really feel like the amount of kids that end up dropping out or not even going to college or one thing or another is going to start to increase over the years. Obviously, colleges and schools will always be around. You know, there's always going to be certain things that you can only learn in college, like becoming a doctor or, you know, whatever else, or certain types of engineers. But, again, there's also just more careers opening up where none of that's, you know, really necessary, and I'm an example of that. I was always told, I remember back in high school and even middle school to some extent, not as harsh in middle school, the principals in middle school weren't as harsh, but I remember my principal in high school said I was on a track that was no good, and put it simply, one day I wasn't going to be shit. Well, while he was partly correct, because I was a bit of a nuisance when I was a kid, not even going to lie. Hold up, sorry, I gotta think for a sec. What was I doing next? We gotta go build a light sword now. That's right. Okay. Because I was a bit of a nuisance when I was a kid. That's totally fair. Sorry, what was I doing? Yeah, light sword, sorry. I literally just said that. You know, I always wanted to prove my principal wrong. Because while in one sense he was correct that, yes, I wasn't ever going to be anything if I was just going to sit there, keep running with the people I was running with, and making the same mistakes over and over again that I was on basically a daily basis, it was also just kind of undermining because I just feel like in general, that principal just always kind of, maybe to an extent, recognized my ability and my potential, but still just kind of seemed to understate it in general and just kind of viewed me as a person, as my mistakes, when the mistakes that somebody makes, regardless of how terrible, are only a fraction of that person, to a certain extent. It depends on what the mistake is and how relevant it is to their life and their story and their situation, I suppose. But that's just, you know, and to an extent, I can't necessarily blame said principal because, you know, that's all that he ever saw of me. So, of course, if the only thing that you ever show somebody is garbage, they're just gonna think that you're garbage. Which, that's another thing. In life, it's... no matter how much you accomplish, you're only gonna be viewed or valued as much as what you allow people to see or what you show people. So even if you've done all these amazing things or you think you're an amazing person, people's perception of you is really just gonna be based on what you show them. For the most part. So, yeah, you know, I always just kind of wanted to prove my principal wrong. I was like, you know what? Even though, yes, to a certain extent, he's correct with the path that I'm going down, with the people that I'm running with the things that I'm doing, to another extent, I just felt like, you know what? I'm also not just my mistakes. I can make these mistakes, learn from them, and still come out on top and do amazing things in my life and achieve my dreams. So, I decided to do that. Hold on, where's the zombie? No zombie? Fine, I guess I gotta use my field upgrade. Oh, there was a zombie. Whoops. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to prove my principal wrong. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna do what I want with my life. And for a while, that was music, but then I kind of grew out of that. Not grew out of it. I still have a passion for music, of course. Music is amazing. Love music. Love making music. Love listening to music. Love everything about it. I love learning about it, the history of it, all that. That's another thing I've talked about before. I love learning about the things that I enjoy just as much as I do actually engaging with it. Like, I love learning about how video games were made almost as much as I do just playing the games themselves. Like, I could sit there and listen to the history of Nintendo and how, oh, hold on. I've been learning Japanese, so I gotta say it right. Shigeru Miyamoto made, like, Mario and Donkey Kong and all that. Like, I can sit there and listen to that stuff till the end of time. And same thing with, like, music, you know? But yeah, that was my passion for a long time, you know, making music and maybe doing something with that at some point, but it's one of those things where my passions didn't necessarily shift, because in the back of my mind, I've always wanted to do YouTube since I was, you know, like a kid, because YouTube came out in 05, and at that point, I still would have been a kid. Ever since YouTube's been around, something I've always wanted to do. Obviously, doing it as a job financially wasn't always on the table, but I didn't even care about that, and to this day, it's not the financial aspects that drive me to do what I do. I just love creating content. I love YouTube. I love the platform. I love some of the creators on the platform. I used to be able to say all the creators on the platform, but some of the creators on the platform aren't even creators anymore. You know, it's some people rely on computers and such to make the content for them, which I think is a spit in the face to the real content creators actually providing substance and value to the community and viewers. But that's just my take on it. You know, there's certain things that I've always said where it's like, okay, if you want to use AI, do what you gotta do. Like, if you're new to, say, oh, I don't know. If you're new to learning English and you need to type out a paper for something, do what you gotta do. If you're a new video game developer, do not use AI for your assets or I'll find you. But if you need help with code, and if you're just trying to learn the coding basics, and you actually try to alter, like, if you aren't just copying scripts from ChatGPT, but you're actually trying to learn how the scripts work as you're developing the code, and as long as you're tweaking things along the way, if you're just learning, I don't think that's a big deal. Now, if a AAA publisher is doing that, I'm sorry, no, there's no excuse for that. But if you're just like an indie developer, you're just trying to learn to maybe do something with that, so then you can learn for yourself, I see nothing wrong with that. But if you're just creating lifeless online content, all for the sake of financial gain, and without actually trying to learn from it, that's despicable. It's irredeemable. You're spitting in the face of all the artists, because AI can't create anything original. It can only create spins on what has already been invented. And while you can say the same about humans, yes, we only technically create spins or variations on things that have already existed or take inspiration from other things, we can still actually create something absolutely new. Even if it was inspired by something else, it will still be fundamentally human, because there will be human error in it. There will be actual creative processes going on with, you know, all the neurons in your brain. Whereas a computer is just a line of code and algorithms that is designing something based on other lines of code that it is drawn from the internet and other sources. It's So that's kind of my take on that. Where was I even going with all that? Something, oh yeah, something creators on the platform. Yeah, so ever since I was a kid, wanted to do YouTube. And then when it became financially viable to do YouTube as, say, a job, then I was like, well, heck yeah, I want to do that. Red, yellow, blue. Don't forget that, guys. Red, yellow, blue. As if I can hear you right now. Red, yellow, blue. So, while I still have that passion for music, and at some point one day would like to create music again, it would never necessarily be my main focus as it once was, because I just have an inherent love for creating content and socializing with my community. And because there was like that part of me as a kid that was like, you know, even when I was young, I was like, oh man, you know, it'd be pretty cool to like travel the world and play shows. Nowadays, I don't really have that drive. I'd much rather create content and then maybe on the side, you know, do some musical fun stuff. That'd be about the extent of it. You know, just something on the side. Make a song here and there. Yeah, that was my goal. Prove my friends were wrong and do amazing things in my life. And I've done just that. I've achieved my dreams. Even if my dreams have changed, it doesn't change the fact that I achieved my dreams. Because, again, as long as, you know, since I was a kid, I wanted to do YouTube. Which is funny, man. It's kind of funny, because in one sense, it's almost like, man, almost as long as I can remember. Not as long as I can remember, because I can remember back to when I was 3 years old. And YouTube wasn't really a thing then. But almost as long as I can remember, you know, it's like, I'm older than YouTube, man, and it feels like it's been there all that time, but it's like, it's crazy, man. It's been weird seeing this platform evolve over the last couple decades. In a lot of different ways. Yeah, man, I always wanted to do YouTube, always had a bit of a dream for music, and even though both were kind of my dream in a way, even when music was kind of my dream, I always knew YouTube really was like my main thing that I just really wanted to do. Music was always something where I was like, alright, that'd be pretty cool. I would love to do that. But YouTube has always been, I have to do that. Not I have to, as in like, because that makes it sound bad. It's not like I upload these videos every day because I feel like I have to. I do it because I want to. And plus, I've said it before, but the daily check-in that I get with you guys is just so fundamental to my daily routine now that I don't think I could sleep if I didn't upload a video. I genuinely, and I don't care how unhealthy that sounds, I need that daily check-in with you guys. You guys are like my family. Not to get too personal here, but I've lost a lot of people. A lot of people. Friends, family. I've lost a lot of people, and I've lost a lot of things. A lot of people and things that I truly don't believe people should have to lose. And to another extent, I feel like, not to go on the whole pity-me tangent, I feel like I've also experienced some things that a lot of humans probably just shouldn't experience. Beyond the typical mishaps. Hold on. Sorry, I don't want to die. Beyond the typical blunders that you would expect. Right? I've touched on some of those things before, not going to touch on them here. But that's part of why I feel so obligated to do what I do. Because I know what it's like to go through things and just feel bad. It doesn't feel good to feel bad. And I know that sounds like such a non-whatever statement. But it's true. Feeling bad sucks. And I know what it's like to have those creators where you turn on their videos and you just feel good. You feel like you can relate. You feel good. It almost gives you a glimmer of hope seeing your favorite creator, whether they're doing something happy, fun, heck, even sad, just being there with your favorite creator and just kind of forgetting about life, or just having somebody to hang out with for a bit, you know, because I'm super introverted, so I don't get a lot of real life socialization and interaction and such, of course. So, I won't lie, I don't have a lot of parasocial relationships. I'm not that down bad to where I have parasocial relationships with my favorite creators. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think it's totally fine to have a bit of a parasocial relationship with your favorite creator. As long as you're not, like, weird enough, or not weird enough, but, like, You know, as long as your brain isn't cuckoo enough to think that you're actually friends with that person just because you watch their videos. I mean, if it's a type of creator like me, for example, where they genuinely talk to you in the comments or try to open that type of, like, interaction with you and try to, you know, have, like, friend-type relationships with their community, that's different. But for the people that, like, comment on every Mr. Beast video and then think that he's is their best friend, even though he's never even seen their comment before, okay, that level of parasocial is a little... Alright, you might be taking it a little too far, but I get it. You know, it feels bad to feel bad. It doesn't, you know. So that's part of why I make these videos, because I like, what would happen if one day somebody was feeling really bad and I didn't upload my video? Because I've been there before. I don't think I could live with myself if that happened, because I've been there. Sorry, I didn't mean to get so serious here. But seriously, I really love what I do, and I really care about what I do. And I don't know, it's just, it's part that I feel a sense of responsibility, but I'm also just so passionate about what I do that it's like part responsibility, part I just want to do it. So it balances out. I'm just doing what I love. And you know, if I make somebody smile or laugh or forget about the pain of their life for a bit, no matter what's going on, no matter how big or small it may seem to them, that's it. That's it. That's all I need. I can sleep at night knowing that. I don't need anything else. I don't care about no money. I don't care about no views. I don't care about no validation. If I help somebody feel good, if I help somebody feel like life is worth living for at least another day, or if I help change their perspective on life, or at least just help them laugh, or even just entertain them for a bit, that's all I need. There's no point in chasing financial gains all the time. Money doesn't go with you after the grave anyway. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're broke, if you're a billionaire, trillionaire, if you have $1 to your name. When we all die, all going in the same place. It doesn't matter what you believe religiously, because the fact of the matter is, no matter what you believe, we're all going 6 feet underground physically. Spiritually is a conversation for another day, but in terms of the things that'll actually be still around on this earth tangibly, nothing. So that stuff doesn't matter. And to that extent, you could say that nothing that we do in life doesn't matter. You know, nothing that we do in life matters. And I would say you're correct. Technically speaking, what you do in life right now, for you, specifically as a person, will not matter. Nothing. For you. But that's the point. The things you do for yourself and the things that you do in your life will not matter once you're dead. But the things that you do for other people, and the things that you leave to be left behind after your time on this earth, whether that's art, whether it's the impact that you have on people, the way you inspire people and the future generations, whether it's just doing a kind act and having that story be carried forward to then maybe inspire other people, that matters. So, you know, that's just kind of my take on all that. Again, I'm sorry for getting so real, but sometimes I can't help it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because sometimes I feel like that's the type of stuff people need to hear that don't hear enough. So, you know, it's cool to be all sunshine, rainbows, and all that. You guys know me, that's kind of my vibe, sunshine, rainbows. But you also gotta remember the real stuff in life, just kind of, you know, I feel like it's important to have those conversations. I've said it before, I'm an open book with y'all. It's on my mind, I'll say it. For better and worse. Because sometimes it leads to conversations like this where hopefully it resonates with somebody and hopefully, you know, whatever. Then other times it leads to the Terminus video. Grabbing a zombie's balls. So, me saying what's on my mind is, depending on the context, it can be for better or worse. What did I even say in that video? Grab the zombie's balls, taking in this little orb right here. That video was goofy, man. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can skip to like 15 minutes or so into my Terminus video from a few days ago. The COWABUNGA cranked Easter egg. When I was like trying to build the beam smasher, I had this whole thing where I was like riffing on the Family Guy, and it was It was the whole thing. Oh goodness. My room is getting a little toasty. Sorry, I gotta turn my fan up. Full power. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and start this boss fight. Is everything gonna go good? I don't know. Doesn't matter? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Accept, please. Alright, there we go. Now, I will say, I'm about to have to focus up pretty hard. Ooh. Round flip. Alright. Yeah, I think we got everything that we is going to get. I don't even know what to expect here, man. Alright. Sorry if the cracking of the knuckles grosses anybody out, but that's my thing. Alright, buddy boy! Ooh. Explode. Now during this, normally I do sword only and a bunch of parries, but considering the fact that we're uncranked, might go a little bit differently. Ooh. Yeah, see, like right now, I almost wonder, do we play it safe and just play with the gun, or do we slash? Because like I feel like slash would be better, but since we're uncranked, man, I also gotta be careful with that sword. I'm sorry if I go like ultra mute during this, but I'll give you guys a break from my yapping. Is that zombie spawn? I thought I just saw one spawn. Oh. Yeah, you literally have to use that field if you're doing this fight. It's like a Dark Souls thing. He swings, you swing. Alright, first face down. Alright.
Now the question you must answer is as simple as it is profound. Which is my greatest creation? The Guardian of the Apple. Or you?
There are those moments where you don't know what to say. That's me right now. See, I lack the self-awareness to just stay quiet. I have to talk, man. I'm a yapper. Which is funny, because like I've said before, I don't really talk in real life outside of these videos at all. I'm the type of guy I don't talk unless spoken to, really. But in these videos, man, the camera's on. I gotta yap. Sorry. That's how it's gotta be. Oh wait, I don't want to kill these zombies. I don't want to kill them at all. I want to wait till my field upgrade comes back. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I shouldn't have been killing them, because now that my field upgrade is empty, now I can charge it, but I think I killed too much of them already, so now I don't know if I'll be able to charge it adequately. Ooh, doppelgast. Hello, big boy. You looking like a snack. The snack that's been sitting on the roadside for like 5 weeks and is now moldy, you ugly turd. I have anti-Riz. That's what the kids call it, right? Riz? Isn't Riz like your ability to like pick up a partner? like your ability to kind of like whatever, like charm them or whatever? Isn't that kind of what it means? Oh shoot. I'm sorry, I won't even try to use the kids' terminology. I'm totally showing my age every time that I try to, man. It's like totally that typical boomer, like, oh, isn't that what the kids say? So, yeah, I'm just never gonna do that again. But yeah, if that is what that actually means, which again, I don't know brain rot. Yeah, I got anti-Riz, if that's what it's called. My ability to pick up a partner is about negative 100. Gosh, man, this armor takes so much of a beating. Break. Alright, I'm We'll do a hybrid approach. Oh yeah, come on. We'll slash when we can, we'll back up when we need to heal, probably. I don't know, something like that. Oh yeah, I need you. No, wait, I need to... Damn. I was trying to be the one to kill it. Alright, focus up, come on. What is better for DPS? I can't tell, my gun or the sword? Both are painfully slow at this point. Ah, shit. This ain't good. Come on. Alright, cool. There's more zombies in. Not bad. Get the good times rolling. As good as they can. Wait, I just got an idea. See, I shouldn't have used that yet. That's okay. I have an idea to save us in the third phase with quick revive, because quick revive is pretty huge. Actually, I'm probably just popping now. Wait, no, I should wait. Again, it's just even more tense because like that crank timer and everything. Come on, heal. Get that health back up. Is that more zombies? Yes. Third phase? Alright. I have an idea to get quick ride back. We have raindrops. Let's get her done.
Totally. Beats hot sauce. Any way you slice it, pizza is life.
Ouchie. Yeah, feel upgrade back.
Whoa. People say I'm cheesy. Make it look. Wait, should we sing somewhere April? Nah.
Where's the amalgam? They'll be coming in at any point now. Grab this real quick. This be important. Oh wait, is that the amalgam right there? Oh shoot, I had the wrong. Hit that. Didn't work. Hit me. There we go.
Excellent.
Hello.
You're getting off early.
Not what I meant to do.
Get
shit. Thought I moved to the side. I went backwards. Come on. Slide into him. Finish him! Give me something. I think bullets my way here. That's a wrap, folks.
Breaking down my cell door. Hurry!
Heart's pounding. Feels like it's gonna explode out of my chest. Did it. We've seen this cutscene before. We're good. We're good.
What do we do with the
That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. But anyways, yeah, I don't have anything else to say. We did it, so that's that. See you guys back here next time where, I don't even know what we'll be doing next. I don't know, more zombie stuff, Warzone grinding. We'll see and find out in the next video. But anyway, as always, massive shout out, thank you to all the Patrons and channel members. Thank you to all the low ball tier and an neighbor shout out, thank you to all the big ball tier, Last King and Big Daddy Manny, and the biggest shout out, thank you to all the G tier, Von Avenge, and the G tier. Thank you guys so much, you guys are literal legends. I love you. Arigato gozaimasu. Have an amazing day, stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.